comisios.
Decades ago, hidden deep in the Atlantic Ocean, there was a mysterious island called Leeson Hubert. On that island stood a secret laboratory where scientists crossed moral boundaries by experimenting on dinosaur DNA to bring prehistoric creatures back to life. Every operation there was tightly guarded so the outside world would never know. One day, a small mistake changed everything. A technician carelessly threw away trash that got stuck in a security sensor. The system detected it as a threat and triggered the full alarm, causing chaos throughout the facility. In the middle of the panic, something terrifying emerged from the nitrogen mist: Distortus Rex, a failed genetic mutation that broke free from control. The monster devoured the trapped scientists, ending the Forbidden's project in blood and scream. 30 years later, the world had changed after the fall of Jurassic World. Dinosaurs now roamed freely across the planet. Some governments hunted them down, while others allowed them to live in the wild, especially in tropical regions similar to their ancient habitats. In New York, an ambitious businessman named Martin launched a secret project, a regenerative serum capable of curing heart disease. Inspired by dinosaur DNA, he recruited Zora, a former elite military agent, to lead a dangerous mission to find the key ingredients. Martin introduced Zora to Dr. Henry, a brilliant but eccentric scientist, in the basement of a nearly abandoned dinosaur museum. Henry explained that the main serum ingredient could only be obtained from three ancient creatures: Mosasaurus, ruler of the ancient seas; Titanosaurus, the largest land giant on Earth; and Quetzalcoatlus, the winged dinosaur. To complete the mission, they also enlisted Duncan, the ship's captain; Bobby, a weapons expert; and two skilled crew members, Nina and Greg. During their voyage, Martin revealed that the Engen Corporation had once implanted a tracker inside a Mosasaurus, allowing them to locate it using sonar. However, in the same area, an unsuspecting family was sailing for vacation. Ruben, with his daughters Bella and Teresa's boyfriend Xavier, had no idea they were entering the hunting zone of a prehistoric sea predator. From beneath the waves, something enormous struck their boat, shattering it to pieces. Ruben struggled to save his family amid the storm and sinking debris. They managed to survive on a small lifeboat drifting in the ocean. Zora's ship detected their SOS signal. Although Martin was reluctant to stop the mission, Captain Duncan insisted on rescuing them. Once aboard, Ruben described the creature that attacked them, and Zora immediately realized it was the Mosasaurus. Suddenly, the monstrous Mosasaurus surfaced, towering above them. Massive waves crashed over the ship, but Zora remained calm. She fired a dart filled with a blood extraction device into the beast. After several risky attempts, they finally obtained the sample. But soon after, a pack of Spinosaurus attacked, destroying their ship and forcing them ashore on Leeson Hubert Island. The next morning, Zora's team ventured deeper into the island. In a misty valley, several Titanosaurus giants stood tall among ancient trees. Henry was mesmerized and wandered too close, nearly crushed under their massive feet. Zora quickly fired a blood dart and successfully collected another sample. Meanwhile, Teresa crossed a river searching for a safe path. On the riverbank, she found a sleeping Tyrannosaurus Rex. She quietly approached a wrecked boat nearby and discovered a foldable rubber raft inside. Just as she prepared it, the T-Rex woke up to drink from the river. She called the others to hurry aboard, but the sound of the engine drew the predator's attention. In an instant, the silence turned to terror. The T-Rex roared and chased them down the river. It overturned their raft, forcing everyone into the water. Struggling for their lives, they narrowly escaped the predator's jaws. The T-Rex got stuck between narrow rocks, losing track of them. Though safe for now, they realized every step on this island could mean death. Zora, Henry, and Greg reached an ancient temple believed to be the nesting ground of Quetzalcoatlus. From the cliffs, Martin and Duncan watched anxiously. Since it was too dangerous to draw blood directly from the creature, they decided to take fluid from a newly hatched egg. But before they could escape, the Quetzalcoatlus returned and attacked. Greg tried to distract it but was killed instantly. Martin and Duncan hid in an old stone passage leading underground. Elsewhere, Reuben and his family found an old Engen laboratory. They entered, hoping to find communication equipment to call for help. Soon, Zora and her surviving teammates arrived at the same place. Tensions rose as Martin pointed a gun, demanding the sample case. Zora refused, and a fight broke out inside the lab. Suddenly, the automatic lights flickered on as night fell. Several mutadons dropped from above and attacked. Everyone scattered in panic. Reuben and his family hid in a storage room, while Duncan and Henry ran to the lab area. Zora and Martin hid under a vehicle, but Martin lost the sample case as a mutadon dragged him away. One mutadon broke through the ceiling where Reuben was hiding. Quickly, he led his family into the underground water channel. Duncan, who found the lab's old map, realized the tunnel led to the dock where the only working ship was located. Henry heard a helicopter approaching. Henry fired a flare to signal it, unaware that a giant T-Rex was lurking nearby. The beast lunged out of the forest and tore the helicopter apart, causing a fiery explosion. Meanwhile, Reuben's group ran through the tunnels, chased by a mutadon crawling through narrow gaps. Zora appeared just in time and shot it down. They finally reached the exit leading to the dock, but the gate could only be opened from the outside. As the mutadon got closer, Bella squeezed through a small opening and activated the manual lever. The gate opened, but outside, the T-Rex was waiting. Martin, trying to escape by car, drew the beast's attention but was brutally killed. Amid the chaos, Zora managed to retrieve the sample case. The survivors rushed to the ship and tried to start the engine. Duncan lit another flare to distract the T-Rex, sacrificing himself to buy them time. As the monster followed the light, Zora cut the ropes and steered the ship away. At dawn, as the sea calmed, Zora promised to deliver the samples to a humanitarian foundation so their struggle would not be in vain, and their discovery could save countless lives around the world.